Hey because welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be making condensed milk. This is a homemade condensed milk. So this recipe called for whole milk, but we'll be using powdered milk to be getting our whole milk. So we want to start off by making our whole milk from our powdered milk. So this is like a 2-in-1 info. Like I'm going to teach you how to get whole milk from powdered milk. So all you need is about 1.5 cup of milk and 1.5 cup of milk and water, about 2.5 cup of regular room temperature water. So we have to ensure that the milk is leveled out, so we will be adding that to our bowl. It's just very easy. Do the same process for the half cup. This is the half cup. So you're starting off with the powdered milk, 1.5 cup. Then you go in with your regular room temperature water, about 2 cups and a half. Then we'll be measuring out our recipe. So the recipe for the condensed milk is 1.5 cups of whole milk. So if you have a liquid milk, you just go ahead by measuring it out. But for the sake of those that don't have whole milk at home and they have powdered milk, this is just to show you that even without the whole milk, you can make your own whole milk in the comfort of your house. So you just add those things and that's it. So the recipe is just very easy. All you need is 1.5 cup of whole milk and half cup of sugar. That's for the condensed milk. So it's very easy. With just 2 ingredients, you can get your condensed milk. By the way, condensed milk is very expensive and sometimes scarce in the market. Any recipe that you'll be needing condensed milk for and you are lacking it at home or in your store, in your bakery, you can just quickly make it out. So this recipe is to show you that you can make your own condensed milk in the comfort of your home. You don't necessarily need to go out there to buy, and trust me, this is way better and it tastes very nice. So you want to ensure you see this video till the end. And please, if you know you've not subscribed to our channel, we post recipe every week. Yes, we post recipe every week, so you just have to turn on the post notification so that you get notified anytime we drop new videos regarding cakes, anything baking and recipe as a whole. So you just have to ensure, back to the video, you have to ensure that you don't have any lumps in your milk. So after mixing with the water and everything, you would sieve it out. Yes, sieving it out with a sieve to ensure you don't have any lumps in your whole milk. So this whole milk too, you can, any recipe that calls for maybe milk and you have powdered milk at home, you can use this recipe just to create your whole milk. This is how your whole milk is like. It's even very thick. If you want to make it loosen a bit, you can add 1 cup of water, but I prefer mine to be like this, and it's actually very nice. So back to the condensed milk. So there's a trick in this whole process. The thing is, it's very easy to make. All you have to do is that you get your milk ready, then you measure it out. You need 1.5 cup of milk, then half cup of sugar. Put it in a non-stick pan, put it over put it over the fire, and you bring it to boil. But you have to ensure that it doesn't get burnt. Yes, you don't want it getting burnt, because if it gets burnt, it would have those burnt particles would be in your what's it called, it will be in your condensed milk, and that way you've incorporated lumps into your condensed milk, which is not right. You understand? So you have to ensure that you sieve. If peradventure it got burnt, not to panic or worry, you can sieve it out as it's still very hot. Yes, it will pass through the sieve net and it would take away the lumps from it, so it will be lump free. This for it's more like a tip in case you find yourself in that position. Maybe your condensed milk mixture got burnt, but please ensure it doesn't get burnt. Regulate the heat don't have to be very, very high, and when you've brought the mixture to boil, you just turn off the gas. It might not be too thick from the fire, because as it cools off it gets thicker, so you don't want it to be, I know some people be like, it's still looking, it might be deceiving, like you feel it's still looking very watery, it's still looking like it haven't thickened yet. Once you see that the color is changing, like once it starts changing from the plain white to a creamy color, it's coming to a boil already. And once it starts boiling, it will start to simmer. Like at the corner of it, you will see it. It's milk, so definitely at the corner it start getting cooked from the corners. So ensure you're regulating the heat and everything. If the heat is too high, you end up burning the milk. And yes, you can add in flavors. It's actually optional, but it gives it this very, very nice aroma and everything. So in the market, there is what they call condensed milk flavor. So if you can get that, that's fine. If you cannot get that, just use the regular vanilla flavor. But if you don't have any of those and you want to just make condensed milk, you can skip it. So back to the video, you can see now that it's coming to, I'm bringing the milk now to a boil, but I'm consistently stirring so that it won't get burnt. Because once it once the sides start getting burnt, the middle will start getting burnt, and once it's burnt, we'll be left with a burnt milk, and you don't want that. And remember that there is sugar in it. If the sugar get burnt, it might be bitter. You understand? So you have to ensure that as it's boiling, you are watching it, you are stirring. It's thickening. It's getting thick little by little. You can see that even from the video, it's not as watery as it was initially when we started. And you see the color, it's getting creamy. It's no longer whitish like the regular milk. Just to tell you that the sugar has dissolved completely, and the milk will brought the milk to a boil. At this point, I can remove it from the fire and leave it to cool off. Don't worry about its thickness. It will thicken once it cools down. So we'll just boil this for some minutes more. And at this point, I added my flavor. This is the condensed milk flavor. It's whitish in color, but if you don't have that, you don't need to worry about it. It just gives it this extra aroma that makes it very, very superb. Different from the one you buy from the store. It's even more will I say more creamier and more tastier than the one you buy from the store, and it's actually very, 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 very nice. But if you don't have the flavor, you can skip the flavor and just use the regular vanilla. Yes, you can use the regular vanilla, but it's not even a must you add a flavor. The flavor is just optional, like the word flavor, just to give it that scent. So at this point, you just stay, and this is the consistency you will need. This is the consistency you will need. So at this point, I was just ensuring that it's not getting burnt and everything was. So some people might be like, is there a timing for it? I won't say, because the heat you might be using might be different from mine, and I won't say. So you bring it down from the fire, let it cool, and just turn into an airtight container like this. So it has cooled off a bit. It was a little bit warm here, and this was the end result. Superb. Please, if not subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the next video.